Let's fix this here. My cheap hat. Should have cleaned that up a long time ago. All right, well, good morning. If you're tuning in, make sure you say a little hello to check in. We have a good conversation last night. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Sorry for the patchy video. I didn't do the update on my computer, so that was my fault. See if we get anybody in here today. And check the audio in here. Sometimes I don't know about this thing. It seems like the live doesn't come on right away for some reason. I'm trying to check the audio here on my phone, but I can't see it too. We'll just do it on the computer. That's crazy. Cool Cat Renee. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Thank you for checking in today. Hope that you can hear me. I can't check this for some reason. There we go. There, huh? That's it. All right, I want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. The reason why you can't just comment right away is because we always get a lot of spam from people that don't want to, dialogue, people that don't want to ask questions so that we can get better information and so that we can stay better informed. So if you don't get to chat in there, it's subscribers only. So if you want to subscribe and then unsubscribe, you're more than welcome to do that. But we just ask for everybody that comes into this chat to be respectful, and that's why the comments are limited. Good morning, Rush. How are you? I see you. We'll take a look, guys. As you guys are coming in here, make sure you give that thumbs up on the video so that we can get more people in here. Hopefully, that's how the algorithm works. I'm making stuff up as I go. Let's make it pop. Let's make it happen. Um, I think I got some photos to share with you guys. I want to see what you guys think about this photo. This is a photo that I took. What was this? Last year? I think it was last year, last fall, towards winter. And this is here in Washington State. This is for you, Rush, since you're in here. Let me go ahead and share the screen here and show you my photo that I took. See what you guys think about this. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me put this because I'm going to share the whole screen. Let me see. Where is okay? Save as. No, no, man, this thing. All right, here I'm going to share this photo. This is more for you, Rush. And oh, you guys like the hat? I bought these cheap hats. Now, if somebody comes in here and says, that's a Chinese made hat, I don't know. It could be. There was actually no tag on it. I am assuming some teenager was building them in their basement of their parents and has a sewing machine, and they decided to put the USA on there and got the little flag back here as well. But I'm going to show this. This is for you, Rush. Let's see. I am going to show this window. What do you think of that? That is a picture. This is Mountain Loop Road. I'm actually on a little bridge towards towards up the mountain, but there's nothing for people that can go hiking or anything. I really thought that I can capture the fog in the back. It doesn't really come out that great, I don't think, for the fog. But nonetheless, I try to do the best that I could with the sky because when you have a lot of shadows and stuff, I'm the bad photographer that doesn't like to see um, too many dark areas, even though that's the way it's supposed to look. I like to be able to brighten things up. One of the things I love about camera, and I don't say this before I start into the actual live of what we're going to talk about today. So I do thank you guys for coming in here, hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. I want you to subscribe. I want you to make comments. Okay. I want you to be in this chat. I want you to come in on a serious note. If you're looking for some sort of communication back and forth, I want people to ask real questions. I don't want to have people, as much as I like people to have their freedom of speech, I don't need people to come in here insulting. And if they're going to insult me or any of my subscribers that are on, the least that you can do is put in the effort. Subscribe, wait you 5 minutes, and then you can comment whatever you want. All right, let's see. What do we got? Rush is saying, oh, thank you. This I think it's awesome. Of course you would because you support me. But I still appreciate it. Thank you for that. Let's see, there is light protesting in Chicago right now. So one of the things that we are going to talk about is these protesters that are out there making a fool of themselves. I think that it's important that we actually pay attention to what's going on, to be honest, because um, if we don't talk about this kind of stuff, we're just not going to be able to. I don't know what are we trying to accomplish. To be honest, what are we trying to accomplish with um, telling people to behave? And you know what I mean? Like, what are we trying to accomplish? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you can give people the best advice, but you cannot force them to behave. You cannot force somebody to love their country. Uh, there's a lot of influencers out there, a lot of YouTubers that go out on the streets. I, for myself, I'm telling you right now, I don't like doing that because I don't have the patience that some of these guys have. Um, I cannot sit there with somebody yelling and cussing me out right in my face, invading that privacy of that space, right? I can't handle that. Let me go ahead and give you another picture here. Cool Cat Renee, I'm going to show you guys a couple of photos, just a couple more. Um, I got a compliment there from Derek last night. He liked me showing some of the photos and videos. So uh, normally, what's just so you guys know, if you get to watch this replay, etc., for my members, I am going to go out and do photos, kind of like the ones that I'm showing you, and I'm going to share those with you. And again, and if you like these photos and you are a member, you can go ahead. and hit the like on there and put a comment, say I like the second photo, the third photo, etc. We're gonna be doing something that in the future just so that I can show you a thanks for your support, for your membership. That's how we continue to do this type of show, right? It is very important also, to know that it takes work. It takes a lot of dedication. But here's another photo that I'm going to share with you. This is also. Let me see. Is this going to be? This is on a different. This is in a different area. This is an opposite area of where I was before. This one is towards Gold Bar. As you guys can tell, I love landscape photography. I really love that peak in the back, right here with the snow. It looks totally different. When the winter starts coming in, and you start getting some of the snow in the mountains, the whole landscape changes completely, and I think it's beautiful. I want to show you guys this because when you guys um, when you guys are listening to me talking about all this bad stuff in the city, all this commotion, this chaos, this violence, etc., um, I want you to know that's man-made chaos. If you look at these photos that I'm showing you here right now, these are photos that look how peaceful that is. Look how beautiful that is. There's no chaos. There's no destruction. Just beautiful stuff. I know there's a lot of things that can happen in nature, but we do what we can to protect it. To protect the habitat, the environment, the forest, the trees, etc. Please keep our cities and our forests cleaned up, etc. Just enjoy the the beauty of getting out, clearing yourself out. I'm going to give you this advice, and I try to do this once in a while. I should do it more often. Lately, I haven't been because I've been, working and full time, and then doing this as well. For you leftists out there, salud. The mugshot of my president. Oh yeah, it's good to touch grass, but not the devil's letters, like like Senator Kennedy says. Looks like somebody was smoking the devil's lettuce, he says. Ah, man, that guy is great. All right, who can tell me where this is? I'm gonna Rush. You are from Washington, not this area of Washington, but if you can tell me where that is, let's take a look. I'm gonna wait for your chat on there. Let me see if you know where this is at. It's a very popular area for tourists and locals to come and visit here in Washington State. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have put the slow motion on, the slow comment, because now I got to wait 15 seconds for you to reply to that question. Oh, man. All right. No, that's woman. That's a waterfall. That's not a lake. Oh, man. This is not, it's Snoqualmie Falls. This is of highway, let's see. Yeah, of I-90. It's actually it's a beautiful waterfall. You used to be able to go down there where at the bottom where the water is, but I guess some people had some issues down there, and yeah, they don't allow you to go down there no more. Now you can go down the trail, and um, you can actually still see the waterfall from downstairs, but from down below, but you won't be able to touch it. So, all right, well, that's what I got for you guys. I wanted to share those photos before we start our chat in here. Um, Let me close this up real quick. So I know Cool Cat Renee's talking about Chicago is making some arrests, but I'm going to tell you something. Um, Here in Seattle, I think I haven't really heard much going on here in Seattle, to be honest. Either that or I just haven't been paying attention. But uh, Antifa, who has been recently labeled a terrorist group, domestic terrorist group, they are still causing their chaos. They are doing their thing and getting away with most of it. I watched a video from these people that they actually hit somebody. They hit some lady, some journalist, in the face, on the face with a flagpole. Right, they hit her on the face. This is in Oregon, and she calls the police. The police show up, and he's kind of grabbing these two girls, right, the ones that hit the journalist, and they're yelling. He's like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!" And I'm a minor. You can't touch me. And the cop let them go, and they got away. They got away with assault. And all they had to do is, I'm a minor. Me, I would have been like, I don't give a crap. Especially if you're a minor, you should not be out here. If you want to claim some type of victimhood, you better not do the crime if you're not willing to do the time. I don't know what kind of police they have in Oregon. These guys, as a matter of fact, good morning, man. These people, she called the police, the Oregon police, and they told her, "Can you come to us?" Like they didn't even want to go where the protesters are. That's how useless the police is in Oregon. And then when you hear the mayor and the governor from Oregon saying, "Oh, we got everything under control. You don't have to come here, President Donald Trump, with the National Guard. We have everything under control." The police don't even go to the people that need the help. They call 911, and then they tell them, "Oh, we can't go. Can you come to this area?" And man, I looked at where the crime happened, where the assault happened, and where it ended, and it was ridiculous, guys. They had to walk 5 or more city blocks to go where the police is because they did not want to come where the I don't know if it was Antifa, where the protesters were, or if they were close to ICE agents. That is ridiculous. Uh, I believe that, man, and I think that's the thing, right? If if you're out there, listen, you're 15, 16, 17 years old. I don't care how old you are. Good morning, Trinity. God bless you, sis. Good to see you in here. If you want to go out there and be a fool, as they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? If you want to go out there and be a fool, you're going to pay the consequences for being a fool. I don't understand this victimhood that we have, that you want to commit a crime and the police can't touch you. How does that work? Lawlessness brings chaos and disorder. If you don't discipline your children at home, somebody else is going to discipline them for you. And when that happens, don't come crying, complaining. How many times have we seen a video of the mothers trying to sue somebody from, because the children, they're teenagers wearing masks, trying to rob somebody in the middle of the night. They get shot, they get killed, and then their parents come out crying. Especially, it's always the mother for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's always the mothers. And I'm not going to mention an ethnicity so that we just make it neutral, right? Most of you probably will make up your own mind anyway, but they are crying. They're so mad, at the person that defended their home. And instead of saying, "Man, my kids, they made a mistake, and that's the price that they paid." So my advice to other parents out there is, discipline your children, show them the way, teach them to respect other people's property so that they don't get shot like my child just did. Instead of saying that, they go out suing people. They go out there blaming the people defending themselves. And it's the same thing that I've been sharing with you guys, right? If you think that seeing people getting arrested by ICE, how about instead of you telling people that it's okay to come into this country illegally, if you care so much about these people. Tell them there's a legal way to come here. And if you can't come here legally, don't come here because you will be arrested. You will be deported. I don't care who gets mad at me for telling the truth. Guys, it is what it is. How can I say I am going to hate the police because they keep arresting us? They keep arresting you. Why? Because you keep committing crimes. But if you don't commit crimes, you don't keep getting arrested. That it stops right there, right? Where is the logic that we get in society today to where you encourage people to do the crime and then you want to protect them when they get arrested? Morning, Brian. How are you, brother? Good to see you in here. Man, you guys are tuning in to the morning rant and the Dennis Herrera show. Welcome to Chaos, Contradictions. The place where everybody, it's too much loved by everybody. And yeah, we're such a bad group. We want dialogue. We want to speak with each other. We want to help one another. So we must be some really bad people in this chat. I want to thank you guys so much for being patriots to my channel, being members. I appreciate that. I am trying something different here on my desktop. Hopefully, the video is not bad today, like last night. That last night it sucked. I was embarrassed. It was not a good look for me. Oh man, guys, while you're in here, do me a favor, will you? I know there's just a little bit of us in here today. Give a thumbs up to that video, will you? So we can get some more people in here. Now, I want to ask you a question. Let me see. I want to put it on here on practicing how to making these polls. Do you like the chat controlled? Let's see. We're going to do that. We don't have that many people today, so it's crazy. I think what the way that the algorithm works, I don't know how that actually works, but it seems like, hi Tigress, good morning. It seems like YouTube, well, obviously YouTube controls it, right? But it seems like YouTube will send you people through your live streaming. There's probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of live streamers out there, right? But YouTube sends traffic to all these places, and you know, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but whatever place it is, if it seems like when you're on your cell phone, you get more traffic coming in. If you're on your desktop, not as much. Blah blah blah. So I really, I really can't even pretend that I know exactly how this works. So I just thank you guys for hitting that like button and for subscribing. You guys are awesome. I don't really have to tell you guys, but apparently I've been told that I have to keep saying it for some reason. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Cool Cat Renee. You've been awesome. You always come in and say hello. I appreciate that. Of course, Trinity, you're my number one fan. Right hand. I think even if it's on a on a on a YouTube live streaming, it's good to have a smart woman with good opinions that can help us understand this world better. And Trinity is one of those. That's why you are homeschooling your children. Something that I can never do. I don't have the patience. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. So I commend you for that. Kudos for that. Berniel, buenos dias. Good morning. Top of the morning. This is the bottom of the morning to me. Well, wait. Is top of the morning the beginning, right? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Bottom of the morning is the end. I think that's how it is. Man, I'm struggling, bro. I'm struggling. But we're gonna keep going. Hey, Berniel, let me show you a photo since you just got here. Let me know what you think about Washington. I don't know if you've seen Washington. I shouldn't have closed that window, to be honest. I have to go find it just for you, brother. Give me a second here. Washington State. Let's see if I can find my folder again. I lost it already. Oh man, chaos, chaos in Oregon, Washington. I know that that we have uh, issues all over the country, and as much as people want to say that this is just a racist thing that President Donald Trump is doing, sending National Guard to the states and cities where they need it, I want to throw your mind off of this one. Let me know what you think about this photo right here, Berniel. This is what part of Washington looks like. I took this photo last year during winter. Check that out. Look at the beautiful water, that rock right here. I love texture on rocks. On this same area here, uh, a lot of areas have this type of rock formations along the river bank on the other side of this, and just vandalize. There's gangbanger graffiti on it. People tagging the beautiful rocks, and it's ugly. They destroy nature, but look how beautiful, peaceful this is. This is what I always advise people to do. Get out of the city once in a while. Get out of the city and get out and enjoy nature. You have to take some breaks, for yourself and for your mind. But anyways, we're gonna jump in here and switch gears and start talking about the police in Oregon, their very speedy response and how they are protecting Oregonians. They some journalist got assaulted. I mentioned this as we started. A journalist got assaulted. She called the police. The police said, "Are you by ICE?" She said, "No." "Are you by protesters?" And she says, "No, I'm walking away from them." They told her to come to them. What what the hell is the police there for? The police is supposed to come in. What if they're hurting this person beyond recognition? The police is going to say, "Well, sorry, too bad for you. You didn't make it to us. If you would have made it to us, then we would have been able to do something for you." That's the kind of police that they have in Oregon. And then you get to hear the government, the governor, or the mayors saying, "We don't need help from President Donald Trump." And then the local people from every city and state, they're suffering for that. You know, let's see. There's two group of people: those who destroy cities, the Democrats, and those who build cities, the Republicans. What else do we have? We have two types of people as well, Berniel. We have one of them who are Americans that belong to this country and they love this country, and then we have the people that don't belong to this country that also don't like this country. It's there's always a yin and yang, right? There's always a positive and a negative. I think that's just the way that life is, and our job is to decide which one do we want to love more. And unfortunately, there's a lot of young people out there, young teenagers, and they grow up to be adults, and they grow up to be old adults, and they are hateful, resentful. There is a trans running for mayor somewhere. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know, man. This people don't want to listen. There's a lot of mental health, uh, problems out there, and people just don't want to acknowledge it for some reason. They just want to keep pushing their own little agenda. And the worst thing is not them being themselves. The worst thing is that they want to push that on you. They want to force you to talk the way they want you to talk. And I don't respond well to that. I hate being controlled. I hate being manipulated. I like to be free. I like to be in this country. And I think that everybody that is in this country should love it and respect it, honor it. Man, enjoy it. Stop making yourself miserable and making everybody else miserable as well. I just don't understand. But that's just the way the people want to live. That's their life. That's fine. I don't care what you do behind doors. I don't care what you do at home, how you live, who you live it with. I don't care. But stop pushing that crap in my face. When I'm filling out a form for my son, for example, uh, I can't believe that in school, where they teach us biology, where they teach us chemistry, where they teach us about the human anatomy and everything in the schools, they put this on the form. They want you to say gender, right? Where you have the area where it says gender, you can choose female, male, non-binary. What the hell is that? In school, this is what the schooling system. This is what they do. They how can you put that your education, your education, you're teaching, you're indoctrinating, using your teaching position. You're supposed to teach them about business, independence. You're supposed to teach math, reading, writing. That was the whole purpose of education, so that we can communicate better. And then if there was a profession where you needed to learn something else, then you will study that. Sometimes you have to go to college for it. Why do you have to graduate high school? Why do you have to go to primary, elementary, middle, junior, high school? Why do you have to go through all of those things? Because one, there is a level of learning. Every single level of learning, you should know more than you did before, not less. People are graduating high school dumber than when they started first grade. That is ridiculous. Most of the people in government right now here in Washington State, they have master's degrees on what I have no idea, because these people are retarded in office. Nobody managed to have some type of business degree, some type of budgeting, master's degree. That would have been great. Instead, they have pissed away all the billions of dollars of taxpayers here in Washington State. And then they wonder why we have problems. But the one thing that really bothers me the most, is that people keep supporting it. It's beyond me. I don't understand. I don't understand. You know, there's a city council out there that's telling protesters to carry with them burner phones, to wear masks, so that they are protected from any type of accountability if they commit a crime. Can you believe this? The city council for every state where they have all these riots and craziness, that is the advice that they give them. Now we have people like Mondani and in New York. Now he says he's not a communist. He says he's a socialist. Let me remind you who else has said that in history. Fidel Castro. A lot of communist people, tyrants, dictators that have come out throughout history, they denied being communist. And they kept saying, we are socialist. Yeah, right. Right. There is a very thin line between socialism and communism. What happens when a communist takes control of the food supply? You starve. If you're not doing what they tell you to do, you starve. Biden Castro. Yeah, Biden Castro, man. That should be his name. Joe Castro. Salud, my friends. Never surrender. Not much difference at all. No, there isn't, Brian. There's not much difference. Marcos Gutierrez says the nature of this planet is to decide between good and bad. And that is true. That is true. That is one of the things that we do in this planet. The new Catholic Pope is sending the church wrong direction. The Pope, for the last few hundred years, have been sending the people in the wrong direction, my friend. It's very unfortunate. I don't know why they give so much power to the Pope for the Roman Catholics and Italy. I don't understand why people bow down to this man. And it's just like they are this holiness, and they have this direct connection with God, Jesus Christ, and And hey, man, I'm sorry, but that's not what I believe in. I do not worship a man, and I think I mentioned this in one of my shorts, and I said this about Charlie Kirk, right? Because I know we appreciated his freedom of speech. I mean, I never met the guy personally, but I felt his loss. It was very unfortunate that he got assassinated for speaking. Are you kidding me? You got all this. I'm not even going to try to say anything else because there's going to be some violence, and I don't want to be the guy that said something that triggers somebody stupid to go do something else. But let's be honest. How does an innocent man get assassinated and not somebody that actually, probably in somebody's crazy mind deserves it? Um, Trinity says, I don't believe another man can forgive your sins or change the 10 Commandments. No, they can't. This whole notion that you can go to a pope or a pre or father, as they call them, even though the Bible says not to call a man father when it comes to divinity, I think will be the word. Um, no, what's the word for gods? Deity, right? Deity. Yeah, I think it's deity. You're not supposed to call anybody, father. Only God. Let's see. What do we get in the poll? 52% said no. Okay. So, wow, 29 votes. Okay. So you guys don't like the slow. Okay, I got you. I don't think I can turn it off anymore. But let me see. No, I don't think I can turn it off anymore. I will have to start on my next chat, I think. Let's see. Nope, don't need that. Yeah, okay. I will let me see if I can edit something here. Not sure. Let me see. Give sec. Let's see. Anyone? Okay, minimum subscribe time. Let me go ahead and take off the slow and see if that helps you guys respond faster. I will open up the chat, I guess, to anyone, and let's see if there's a actual difference on it. Okay. Let's say it's going to take a little while. It looks like. Hopefully, making these changes not going to ruin the live stream. Oh man, let's see. Let's see what happens. I am curious. All right. So, but I mean, I really don't think that people understand. If you get religious, right? Um, there we go. See. So let's see. Survival, please. Thumbs up. Show appreciation to the channel. Thank you, surviving behind the liberal lines. I appreciate that, brother. Good morning from Vancouver, Canada. Hey, Stinson. So, are you guys going to become the 51st state or what? That's what I want to know. I want to know if we're going to have some Canadians join the United States of America. That would be great. That would be great. I hate that border between Washington State and Vancouver, the British Columbia. Um, I had such a bad experience on that border. I hate that. We got some people that actually appreciate that, so I'm happy about that myself. All right, let's see. So we have a couple of new chats in here. Nobody, the majority didn't like the control chat, so we supposedly we took that off. Marcus Gutierrez says, "Let the chat be to everybody. Don't listen to bad comments." Surviving. Good day to you, and thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you, Trinity. I like that you guys actually say hello to each other. That's the way that it should be. We have been talking about Antifa owning the police. Journalist got hurt, called the police. The police told her, "You need to come to us if you need protection." I think that's the wrong way to go about it. We have no discipline in the house. We have indoctrination of evil in schools, and they grow up and they have no respect for the law. If you have no respect for the law, you will never have order. That's why we call it law and order. If you live in lawlessness, all you have is chaos and disorder, and nobody wants that. And if they do, they're just never going to find happiness. So if we just stay quiet and we don't say anything, I mean, is it our fault that they are disrespectful or violent and they don't listen to reason? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if we don't say anything, I think that we would be part of the problem, right? What does it say? Silence is acknowledgement. If you don't say something, if you don't stand up for what you believe, you're complacent to whatever happens to you in your life, then okay, then there's going to be consequences for that, right? So that's how I think, and I hope that you guys can give me some input about what you think about this so-called protesters disrespecting ICE federal agents, and what should be the punishment for these guys. Is that true? They say we do not need anything from Canada. We are doing them a favor by buying their products. Did our Air Force helps guard their country? Is that true? Cool Cat Renee wants to know, is it true? Oh, surviving behind the liberal lines already answered. Yes, it is true. Speaking of that, there's one of my favorite things that I've heard from Donald Trump. And you guys may have heard this. Maybe you guys haven't heard this. But President Trump was talking from the door of Air Force One. And a journalist, I believe was the question. A journalist said, so does the president of Mexico said that something happened, right? Is this true? and President Donald Trump says, and I love this. I don't know what it is. I love this. I know I'm making a big deal out of it, and it's probably not going to be as funny to you or as awesome as it is to me. But President Donald Trump, and I don't know, he's got the grandpa look now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta love the man, especially now that he's older. I love him even more, especially for what he has gone through and what, excuse me, he's doing for our country. But he says, "Do you think I'm going to answer that? Do you think I'm going to tell you that?" And she's like, "I don't know." Yes, I will tell you. It's true. God, to me, that was so funny. I love it. It was great to me. I really loved that part of it. And just like I said, I build it up too much, but that's because I really really like that scene. As a matter of fact, I should have saved that video so I can play it for you guys. So, Berniel, so last night I played Ice Ice Baby too many times apparently, and the video got demonetized. So I won't be getting those 5 cents from that video of all the people watching. That's such a disappointment. No more Ice Ice Baby apparently. Ozzy, good morning, brother. Good to see you in here. Man, Ozzy, you haven't been commenting at all, man. What's going on? I want to hear some comments from you. So Berniel is the only one that answered my question. So 2 years minimum sentence for these troublemakers. I believe so. I think sometimes. I mean, there has been so many issues, right, that has come up in our life, in our history. But let's be honest. The less police that we see on the street, the more chaos and more illegal things happen on the street. I know you're probably at work. All right, Stinson, thank you for stopping by. Much love to you. Right back at you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day today, okay? Be good. Multitasking. The guy is working and listening to us. All right, so we'll keep talking smack for you. Ozzy's been with us for a long time, guys. 2 years only. He's multiplied that by 5 times minimum. You know what? I'll tell you something. People think. Now I shared this at work. All right, I had a lot of arguments at work, and this is why I kind of just stopped working there. The company is great, but I had so many arguments at work. I was just not happy there. Every time that I would bring anything up about, I'm tired of these high taxes, I got shut down. I was the bad guy. Don't talk about that. Every time I try to say something that, what, God has done something great in my life. Hey, don't talk about that. Don't talk about religion when you're at work. And it's just like, what? I just said how great things were because God, did something for me. Like, what's wrong by saying that? Right. And then we start talking about some politics. And then the supervisor gets involved. He's a hardcore Democrat, even though he says he's not. And he will talk politics until I disagree with him, and then I started telling him some truth that I know about researches that I've been doing, and he just defends every single thing that Democrat politicians are doing without disregard. Like that, there's the guy just doesn't. He's so blinded by it. He really believes that paying high taxes is a good thing for the state. And I tell them, hey, it can be a good thing. The problem is corrupted politicians. If you want to support socialism or communism, you are an idiot. Those systems could probably work. Socialism could probably work, but you gotta have the right people in office, in power. And that's what the problem, that you never get good people in office, in power. And that's why everything crumbles. Like, for example, if I tell you, okay, so what if I was in office? What's the first thing that I would do? Number one, I protect my farmers. People really what do you call it? They underestimate, or they put under the rug, the farmers. They think that they're not as important as a big AI corporation. How the hell are you going to eat? You're going to eat browsers? You're going to eat chips? No, you need food. And so we need to support the food, the food suppliers, the farmers. They need equipment. Well, let's get some equipment on there. If you have a good governor or a good president, you're going to have that support. And you're going to say, hey, listen, food is very important. Now, I am pro Maha. I am pro Maha. And food is important. I get that you need your health care. Things will happen. You need it. I get it. Speaking of healthcare, did you know that the congressmen don't have the Obamacare as much as they want to protect it? I wonder why that is. But anyways, I am pro Maha, and I believe that we have to invest. Just hear me out. I feel we have to invest a lot into our farmers. We need to make sure the fertilizers being used are good for our health. Number one, they got to have the land. We need to destroy the stupid idea of wind power. We need to get rid of that crap and how our farming feels back on there. Once we get that on there, we need to get rid of all the bad crap that they have sell on the markets. Let's replace it with good products. Why is it that they have an organic area as a healthy stuff and it's so expensive? And then you have another area where you can buy any type of vegetable, any type of fruit, and it's not organic? How the hell do you get organic with non-organic? I know why they say it that way. But you know what I mean? Is like everything is organic. So what do you do? What did you synthesize some type of cabbage? You synthesize some lettuce, some cucumbers. They're all organics. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's as a president, as a governor, you got to support the farmers big time. Let me tell you something. I'm a gamer. How many of you guys out there have ever played a game like oh my god, what's the name of this game? Like Civilization. Any type of game that it has some sort of civilization kind of plot. What is the first thing that you build when you're building your cities? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Now, if you're not a gamer, you probably don't know this, but in logic, you you get a piece of land, okay, and you're gonna build a town. What is the first thing that you're gonna do? The first two things. That way, I can give you some space in there. Let me see. Surviving. Okay, so I want to hear something from you. What do you think? What is the first thing that we do when we try to build our civilization? I know where I go. Of course, construction. I am going to say first, I let's see. Okay, surviving. That's right, baby. That's number one. Can you run the Department of Education for California when I run for governor in 2030? Says Berniel. Oh, bro, let's go, baby. Bro, if I man, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. I guess I just have to move to different states, but I am. We'll see. We'll see. If God allows, I will be successful enough on this channel, and I don't think I'll ever cancel it. But I'm really going to throw my name in the hat, and I will run. I will run for governor here in Washington State. And you think, oh, this guy is nobody. How is the hell is he going to run for governor? Well, God's wisdom is placed upon those who try to work to do His will. And so I don't put any trust in myself. I put all my trust in God, and I will allow Him to guide me. There's times where I have to isolate myself. As much as I love people, as much as I love working with people, I need isolation. I need my me time. I need to stay focused. I need to go visit nature. I share the photos of nature that I like to go look at here in Washington State. I'm going to take more photos. I want to share more of that, especially with my members that are supporting me every month. Berniel, if you can send me an email, bro. I don't know if you have Trinity. Do you have Berniel's phone number? I'm gonna go to Comcast today. I think I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna go to Comcast and I'm gonna replace one of the phone numbers, one of my phones. I'm going to replace the phone number, and I'm going to make it private because of this whole privacy thing, location, all that stuff. I don't want that to be out there. But I will put one of my phones specifically so that you guys can call, and then we can do those live chats, so to speak. So I will put that phone number up there, and then you guys can talk in speakerphone, and hopefully people can hear you. Uh, Oh, okay. I think I saw. I thought you were going to say something to him later, so I thought maybe you had his phone or email. Berniel, if you can shoot me an email here, brother. Uh, uh, let's see, Dennis. Ahora. If you can shoot me an email there, Berniel, let me know, okay? Oh, Berniel is on Discord. I don't have Discord. Everybody keeps saying that when I was playing my game, Discord. All right, I'm going to go back to the question. What is the first things that you got to do when you build a civilization? One, you already know. Number one is always farming. You need to get a few people out there to farm and you build farms. The second thing you do, you chop wood. You build mills so that we can get some wood, and then we can start getting some water supplies coming in, and then we start building our first huts, first houses, and then as we become more successful, then we upgrade them to a better housing, and then we become more successful, we make better farms. The farms get upgraded first, second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, then we get a lumber second level, third. You know what I'm saying? This is how civilization works. The thing for us today, it's we have had ancestors do this for us, and all we have to do is continue to upgrade. We got to keep growing. This is why I'm 100% for military. Our budget for military has to be huge. There's a reason why we are called Big Brother in the world. We protect a lot of people. There is a reason why certain countries don't do what they want to do because they know that we'll F them up. They know it, especially with Trump. A lot of people that want to vote for weak president candidates, okay, I get it. Do that. But we want a strong president, a strong leader. And I am very, very happy that we have Pete Hegseth in the military. By the way, they tried to set him up. Did you know that they tried to set him up, and they kept saying that he was that he hated the leftist, the Democrat Party, and this and that. And then turns out he actually worked for Obama. Turns out that Biden rejected him, so he didn't want to do that. But you know what? I'm glad that he's there. I believe mental health has to be a number one thing. Thank you, brother. Let me see. Where's that? Drop my email in the chat. Where is Berniel? Berniel. I missed it, brother. My bad. My bad. Discord. I don't see it, bro. Trinity can run Department of Education for California. Man, absolutely, bro. She's a homeschool. She's a teacher homeschooling. I think she'd be awesome, dude. Amazing. Amazing. Hey, you guys notice there's no betas in here. That's unfortunate. Maybe Trinity. Oh, thank you, brother. Let's see if I can type this in here. Let's see, Bernie at elcc.biz. Bernie at elcc.biz. All right, awesome. I got it. All right. So anyway, so I'm going to get the phone so you guys can call in and actually ask some live questions. We will have everything open. There will be no slows. There will be nothing. And if we get, if we get busy, we get at least a couple of hundred people in the live. We'll take some live calls. Definitely going to have some live calls with Trinity. She has some good input for us. And anybody else, once I get the phone ready for you guys, I'll drop the phone. I will go do it today. Maybe by tonight at 5 on our 5 o'clock live. Well, 5:15 on the evening live. I'll go ahead and hopefully have that phone number ready to go so that you guys can call in. And I'm going to put you on the speaker. I guess that will probably be the best way to do it. We'll see. I have to look into the Discord because I think you can do it through there as well. But I don't want to sit here and be like, "Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear that? Is the call coming through?" If you put it on speakerphone, I'm sure you can hear it. Let's see. Well, I'm using the phone right now. Let me see. How about this? How about we do a test? Trinity, are you using your phone to watch the live? At the moment, she says. Are you still able to make a phone call? Not the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Da, 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 da. No, no, wait. That's The Price is Right. All right, go ahead and give me a call real quick, and let's see if we can hear okay through speakerphone. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear Trinity? Ask
I'm
a,
turning all my sound off.
yeah, ask a question.
Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna hang up on you. She sounds like she could be a perfect worker for Sprint. You remember that the Verizon commercial that he went to Sprint? Can you hear me now? Sorry, sis. I had to put you on the spot. All right, so that was loud and clear. I think is great. I think this mic actually catches pretty good. So we can try that. I'll go ahead and get that phone for you guys. It's not free. You got to pay for it. Not you, but I do. And we'll have that phone number so that you guys can call in. Trinity's trying to freshen up her resume for Verizon. Oh man. All right, here. Let me ask you a question. Do you think do you think it was racist that President Donald Trump made that meme and put that sombrero on Hakeem Jeffries? Anybody agrees with that? Is it racist or it was perfect? There's a reason why I'm asking you this, and I will tell you here in a second. Nope, not racist. Do you think it was fitting to give him a sombrero? Nah, not racist at all. I don't think it's racist at all. I don't know where the hell they get this racist from. Guys, they play this crap all the time. If Will was here, he would be going off on these people. I think it was perfect. I got rid of Verizon years ago. Same here, decades ago. Decades ago. All right. So he complains that it was racist, that he got a sombrero put on, right? But what is the last line that he just used? I think it was on a live that he did, but I heard it from the news, and I heard him say it. And here's what Hakeem Jeffries says. He says Donald Trump is stingy with dinero. And that is why you get the sombrero, because you want that dinero for illegal immigrants. These guys, man, they set themselves up so bad. It's like there's not much that we have to do. We just have to tell it, and it's just funny as it is. Funny as heck, Brian. Funny as heck. Let's see. I have no problem with it. I think my Mexican wife might be upset, though. I don't know. Unless she's a leftist, she would not be upset. I am a Hispanic, and I don't get offended by that stuff. I think it's great. And I think most Mexicans will agree that it's not a racist thing. It's a fun thing. Number one, let me tell you something about Mexicans. If you think that a Mexican person will be offended by that, number one, the first thing I'm going to tell you is how hypocritical they are, right? Because let me tell you something. If that represents Mexico, Mexicans, right? The big sombrero and the big old Pancho Villa mustache, right? If that represents Mexicans, most Mexicans don't wear that, don't look like that. Because why? They don't want to look like that. They don't like it, right? They don't walk around like Pancho Villa back in the days with the big sombreros. Right? That's nobody does that. As a matter of fact, the only time that they dress like that is when they're doing mariachis, right? They got the big heavy sombreros. They put the outfit, but most people they just they dress like Europeans. They don't wear on those traditional culture things anymore. So that's why a lot of Mexicans actually enjoy it and they think it's funny. Uh, Love, can you give me a refill? Exactamundo. All right. So what about the economy is bad? And well, the economy is bad, supposedly. This is what something that they have been telling us. The economy is bad. We hate the big ugly bill. You guys remember this, right? We hate the big ugly bill. And they say, economy is bad. We can't afford to do this. And oh, it's too much money and we cannot do blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, let me ask you something. And I know I don't have, this is just rhetorical to you guys because you guys probably think the same thing that I do already as it is. But they fight this thing, right? That the whole filibustering on the big beautiful bill. What do they do? The Hakeem Jeffries. You know, they want to remove Americans from healthcare and they want to remove this and then blah blah whatever, right? He says there's a lot of things on this bill. It's just way too much money and we just can't afford to use that much money. They say that if they shut down the government, it's going to be very bad for the people. Now, these mofos, they get paid. Oh, gee, there's Will, man. I just said it, man. If I mention the racist victim card, will be going off all over the place. Only a brother can speak and agree with me on that. These people that play the racist card, they just dumb, dumb. They keep themselves down because they want to. But going back to the point, so they keep telling us, oh, okay, if we shut down the government, this is bad for people. If we shut down the government, people are not going to get their check. They're not going to get paid. Many people are going to go without blah blah blah. Right? If we shut down, they said, there's all these consequences that are going to happen. And what is the first thing that they do? They shut down the government. So I want to say, how the hell are we supposed to support them? How are we supposed to help them? How are we going to believe anything that they say? If anything, they prove over and over and over how much they hate us. It's only going to be bad for non-essential employees. They might get axed to clean out the driftwoods, he says. I agree. Will, thanks for stopping by and saying hello, brother. We still have that pending collab. Let's make it a good one, man. I am ready anytime. Just let me know and we'll get it going. We're gonna give some bread to all our Latinos and Black Americans in this country. We gotta hit it hard and we gotta hit it together, my man. I believe that that's the only way that we're gonna make a difference. We get, I'm all over the place today, but I get all these gang bangers, right? There's a black gang bangers, and they have this gang and this gang, and then the Mexican gang bangers and Salvadorians, and they have this gang, and then somehow they want to join hands so that they can somehow be stronger together, and it's all for evil. But if we have Black Americans, and if we have Hispanics and Latinos for America, and we have Asians for America, and we join together, we can be a strong force for freedom, for the well being of everybody. And that's what it's all about. To be an American means to be equal. Everybody has equality. I don't understand why people keep saying, well, they pulled me over because I'm brown. And I'm looking at these people like, you look white. What do you mean they know you're brown? Like, I don't get it. There's one little clip from JLP. He's out on the street and he's talking to this black man, and he says, "Hey, you think the police is racist?" "Oh yeah, they're racist. They pulled me over and they chased me down." And the guy goes, he goes, so JLP goes, so did you run? He's like, "Yeah, I ran." "Oh, well, yeah, they did they tell you to stop?" He's like, "Yeah, well, they told me to." I see what you're saying. he just changed his mind. He's like, "I did run away from them. That's why they threw me down the ground, and that's why they were rough." Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm talking about? Berniel, I was gonna try to get a cash app. I have it's not the same. I get it, but I think I have a PayPal on the description. I think on the video. Man, I'm so horrible with this kind of stuff, bro. I'm just not used to it. But I try to do a cash app, but unfortunately, my wife, which is Polynesian, they were doing some type of bingo game on Facebook, and they must have used it too many times, or I don't know what the hell the rules were, but I can't use it because they use my bank information for that. So they flagged it. We can't use it. They said it was against community policies or whatever the hell they said. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. But it's like I know at some point I gotta have some sponsors, right, for the channel. But I think that's gonna be way way far ahead. We're trying to build our subscriber list, and I'm trying different ways to try to come online. And I find that sometimes we only have like 50 people on this chat, and sometimes we get like 200. I've seen the highest that I've seen is 1,000, which is not much. Right now I'm getting Hakeem Jeffries live numbers. What the hell is going on, you know? Yes, I know, and I know them very well, and I appreciate them. I know. Gracias, amigo. Yo te entiendo. um, Brian knows it, Trinity knows it, everybody knows it, we all know it. I'm waiting for my refill on my coffee. Hey, Will, uh, what do you think about these Antifas in Oregon? Have you heard anything about those guys? Just so you know, the police in Oregon, they are making, if you make a phone call to 911, they're making you walk to them wherever they are. They don't come to the location where the assault or a crime is being committed. Uh, you know, they're making people go to the police. What would you say to those police officers? I'm really curious, Will. And Berniel, thank you, man. I appreciate you. You know that. I have an extra large insulated cup full of coffee. Man, that you're not drinking, man. Get to drinking. Get your drink on. Chug, 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 chug. I am embarrassed to say I was ever in Oregon with what is going on out there. Um, Yeah, Oregon. This is where they're doing that, Trinity. So here's what I found out. So I was hearing for the longest time that the people in Oregon were complaining. Good morning, talk. Good morning, trucker's wife. The trucker's wife is here. Be blessed, sis. Be blessed. We are having a good day. Trinity is a coffeeholic. You gotta seek some help for that. That's way too much. Way too much. Um, but anyways, I kept hearing that the Oregon citizens have been complaining about this noise and about all this, protesters for like months, right? And I'm like, damn, why are they protesting in front of like apartment communities and stuff like that? Well, I came to find that this apartment community, it's right across from the federal building for ICE. So I was like, okay, that makes sense because they be going up there every night. They go out there and protest. Now, be honest. If you're in here, be honest. If you had, if you were out there and let's say you were just trying to record what's going on so you can inform people, and somebody came to your face and they started pounding on a frying pan right on your face, like right here, just boom, boom, right on your face, what would you do? And be honest. It will drive me crazy. I tell you that right now. I want to know what you guys would do if somebody was doing that to your face or yelling, cussing at you, and just getting riled up all up on your grill. What would you guys do if somebody did that? I have a big problem with that. I cannot be out there with these people. It's crazy. It is crazy. I wonder why this. I'm not happy with this live on the browser, to be honest. So I restarted the computer. Everything was perfect, but I still see a little bit of a small delay on the video. I don't like it. This is why I'm always on the phone, guys. This is why I'm always doing my live on my phone. And then plus, I don't know about you, Cellulite, but the traffic that comes in is not that great. When you're getting just 100, like right now, we're dropped before only below 50 is what I see on here. So that's kind of crazy. Either people are still asleep or It's just this live chat sucks, but all I know is that it is very slow, and that might be a turnoff, I guess. But I think that maybe tonight I will just do the live on my phone and see how that goes. But I don't like to cut my live short because we need to finish. We are already at 8:20. Uh, we can always do a live for an hour. I wanted to do a 7 to 9. I do have to put some videos together. Yesterday, oh, maybe not today. Trinity. No, it's open. It's open for everybody. There is people in here. I think that are nobody that's not subscribed. All the subscribers are here. Well, you think, right? We have 7,000 subscribers, which is crazy. We started this 3 months ago now. We have 7,000 subscribers, and you would think that when people subscribe, that you will have at least a high percentage of those people joining the live, right? I mean, they subscribe because they like the content, they want to be supportive. But I don't see that, and I see people that have like 20,000 subscribers, and somehow the people doing lives are getting like 100, 200 people at a time. So I'm not sure if YouTube is doing anything for that. I don't know if it's just the computer, if it's a firewall, or what the issue is. But regardless, I think we're going to call it for today. It seems like it's pretty slow. And for this afternoon, I'm going to go ahead and do a live on my cell phone, as I always do. And then we'll see where we go with that. Surviving Behind Level says, congrats for 3 months getting all these followers. Going to share with my friends so they subscribe as well. Thank you for your support, Surviving. I appreciate that. I have my notifications on, but I don't always get notified. I noticed that. And the other thing is, I try to find it like this live right here. I try to find it on my cell phone so that I can, check the sound, and it wouldn't let me click on it. Like it wouldn't let me open it. It took me like 5 minutes to actually get in there. Trinity, I don't know how she finds me. So yeah, I'm not sure what would be the best way. I mean, by now is like what I really want you guys to get used to. Is know that I'm going to be on around 7 a.m. Now, I do sometimes I have to wait for my kids to catch the bus. This morning, and my wife went out there, so I stayed in here. But sometimes I have to wait a few more minutes before that happens, and that's where I'm at. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. Um, but it's going to be a 7 a.m. Live for as long as if I have a lot of activity, I'll stay on as longer, obviously. But the goal was 7 to 9 and 5 to 7. That's the 4 hours that I will give you. And as you guys have followed me, you know that we have spent sometimes Friday nights. We have spent 3 to 4 hours doing a live chat, and I mean, sometimes it gets really good, and I appreciate it, especially when we have a lot of interaction from people on the chat, because you guys bring up subjects, bring up opinions, ideas that actually we can talk about. So this is one of the reasons, guys, where I just don't like to put too many filters on there. Maybe that could cause for the algorithm to be, strained or whatever, restrained. Let's see. Marcus does them at 5 Pacific time. Marcus is the kid that you talked about, right? I am Pacific time. Interesting. Very interesting. I really don't know what the deal is. I might go live around noon today because I'm going to go out. we were, my wife wanted me to take her out fishing yesterday, and I'll try to go live around noon or so before my 5 o'clock. Uh, I don't know who Brian Craig is, brother. Bernie, thank you so much, brother. You guys, you're such an encouragement, man. When I see you, brother, you're not just for the monetary support. You're probably like the biggest sponsor for this channel, but for your words of encouragement. Um, you're like an entrepreneur sort of guy. You know, giving positivity. I've been there, man. I've done all that stuff, but sometimes this is why you want to have a good circle of people around you. This is why we always, when we talk about entrepreneurship, we always talk about surrounding yourself with business like mentality, with people that think like you, because then you can always encourage each other. It's always easier to give advice to someone else, but sometimes when you're going through a hard time, you can't see it yourself, and so that's when the good circle comes in, and they give you that advice that is there, but you don't really practice it or put it into place until somebody else actually points it out. And so I appreciate you for that, brother. um yeah, he is. Trinity knows, man. We love you and we appreciate you. Trinity has been with me probably since the beginning. Omar is probably working, hopefully. Ozzy has also come here. I think Ozzy's been what? How long, Ozzy? Like a few months at least, right? And it's I'm going to tell you something. It's not that I want to be this popular guy. Uh, I can care less about fans, but I do appreciate people that are supportive. I don't consider that fans. I consider you guys more like patriots, just coming together, right, to help out another patriot, and I appreciate that a lot. We're going to talk a little bit more about Canada, I think, maybe later on, but I was looking. I was looking forward to seeing some of these Canadian people joining us. Um, you know, I want to say this, and we're gonna close with this, and we'll do a short prayer before I leave. I need to get out and go do something. Um, Probably take my wife to go fishing right now, early. But yesterday I took her. Was it yesterday, man? Yeah, yesterday we went fishing. There's a big ass river that goes over here in Snohomish, and we went fishing to this spot. I don't know if it's legal or illegal. I thought it said that you can fish, but we went there, and we were casting over there, and not even one bite. And there might be some like tree trunks down at the river, and the only one bait that we had got stuck on the wood, and so we call it the day short. And we were just laughing at each other, but we had to stop by the store, get some bait. Man, the bait is expensive for fishing, but we have. I think we still have salmon. I think I'm not sure. Maybe some steelheads. I don't know what kind of fish we have. I just want to catch a fish and eat it. Hopefully, it tastes good. Not all fish tastes good. I'll tell you that right now. So we're gonna go fishing for a little bit. Thank you, Berniel. I appreciate it. I accept and receive the words of success. I see you. I almost missed it on the chat. Uh, Fixed income and no health insurance with MS. Oh, geez. Yeah, hey, I don't even got a fixed income yet. A fixed income will actually be good. I know, not the best, but it's something you can work with, right? So, Ozzy, man, I hope you're doing well, health wise, spiritual wise, mental wise. I wish everything to go well in your life, and everybody else in this chat. I will head out and try to see if I can catch a fish today. If I do, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take my camera today, and I'm going to maybe take some photos. I'll probably share with you later. With that being said, I want to say thank you, Father, for this time. Thank you for the opportunity to come in and have this day so that we can have a fellowship, so to speak, time with my friends and supporters. Thank you, Father, for you are always looking out for us. We thank you because without you, we cannot really truly live in this earth. We expect ourselves to be good, but we're just not good. We need you so that we can be good. We need your guidance. We need your presence, Father. I thank you for all the blessings that you give each and every one of us. Father, I pray today that you give every single one of the people that came on this live and those who are seeking your presence, Father, and those who don't even know you yet or don't want to acknowledge. Father, may you guide them, show them the way, Lord. Show us your mercy upon these people. We want everybody to be safe. But Father, let it be your will, not our own. We ask you that you forgive us. We ask you that you don't let us fall into temptation. And we ask that you let your Holy Spirit guide us to this day. We cannot have a good day without you, Lord. We need you every day, for we are weak and we are nobody. Really, we're nobody without you. So we need you. Father, I want to thank you for my friend Berniel, for Trinity, for Renee, for Miguel, for Omar. We keep praying for him. We keep praying that you will deliver him from this depression that he gets at times. A lot of us have been there, Lord, and we, is a feeling of uh, just affliction that sometimes we can't contain ourselves. So I pray that your Holy Spirit stays strong, makes him strong, and stays with him. Father, we want him to be successful. We want him to be prosperous. Father, we pray today in the name of Jesus Christ that Omar finds his home and that home will be the perfect place for him and that he continues to seek your presence. Father, I thank you for Trinity and her family, Father. May her family stay strong and united. Uh, you know, give her strength, give her the wisdom to keep teaching her children at school. We ask you for Rush, babe, Lord, that she has the strength and continues to use her wisdom and the love to keep pushing for her family as well. May you bless every single one of your followers and all your servants, Father, in their work. I pray for health for all my elder brethren that are throughout this world, for many of them that are in California. There's some that are in Texas and Miami and New York, New Jersey, and Montana, just to mention a few, some Utah. Father, give them extra life, give them some extra health, Father, that they can continue to proclaim your name, Father. That, just speaking about you in this area is not enough. We need to continue to share your love with everybody. And today I pray that everybody gets some sort of sign from you, even though the Bible says that people will ask for signs, but none will be given to them. But Father, I believe that is for the non believers. And I believe that those who really truly serve you and seek you and want to have that relationship with you will get a sign, Father. And I ask you that you give them a sign, just an affirmation, just confirmation. Don't forsake us. We are not as strong as your son Jesus Christ, and we need you to keep guiding us daily. We are nothing without you, Father. I want to ask for so many things, but I give you thanks for everything that you do for us. And I want to ask for peace over Israel. I want to ask for protection over Israel and its people. I ask for peace in the United States and protection for its people. Father, help us be free and stay free and be a nation of greatness so that we can help others, so that you can be glorified. Father, all the honor, all the power, and all the glory is yours, Father, forever and ever and ever. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Guys, if you pray with me, thank you so much. Let it be done. Amen. I will see you guys later today, probably around noon if I get on. If not, I will see you later tonight at 5. And we're going to give that a shot with different type of streaming. So I won't be able to show you, probably won't be able to show you pictures because I'm going to be on my phone. But we need to reach out as many people as we can. Okay, so thank you for that. Marcus says, "Why you don't sell coffee cups, T-shirts, hats, etc. in your channel?" Thank you, Marcus. We will do merch eventually. But I have stuff. I used to do shirts with vinyl lettering on. I just don't have that much space in the place where we're at right now. But I mean, that's something that if the channel grows and we get more people on, we will definitely work on some merch. Absolutely. Um, I will try to do some custom made for you guys. So if t-shirt sizes, we can probably do like pre-orders and stuff like that. Uh, we'll see. We'll see how we go about it. I'll talk with some of you guys in private, and I appreciate it. And we'll figure out a way that we can do something with the success that is going to come our way. I really want to get more involved with the community. I really want to get involved. Obviously, I want to take care of my family. I want to make sure the family is taken care of. But I really want to get involved with the community. And to be honest, I mean, we got 30 people in here, so this is probably just the good people. To be honest, I need to be more successful in this channel, because we have a long battle ahead of us here in Washington State. We're going to need a lot of money. We're going to need to raise a lot of money. If we don't raise money, we're just not going to be able to compete against these corrupted politicians. So the goal is to grow in subscribers. I want to get the word out there as much as possible, but also I want to be able to get Washingtonians, since that's where I'm from. I want to get a lot of Washingtonians on my channel, so that we can talk about what's going on in the economy. What what do we need? Um, I don't know, man. I don't even have a checkbook anymore. We'll take everything, brother. Anything that anybody sends, we'll take it. But maybe I'll get like a PO if somebody wants to mail stuff in. I don't know. I'm old school still. I don't know how to do the marketing thing. I'm horrible at marketing. That's why I never consider myself to be a sales guy. Yeah, we need a blank check with a signature, but the check has to be able to cash. Okay, we don't want rubber checks. We need, like Hakeem Jeffrey says, we need that dinero. Dinero makes the world comes around. Yeah, we're gonna invest. We're gonna get a phone number for you guys to call in. I'm about to go do that right now. As a matter of fact, babe, can you remind me to go buy Comcast and get change my phone number? And then we're gonna go get the net and all that stuff so we can go fishing. We had to go buy some more bait. Thank you guys so much for your subscribes, for your likes, guys. We're already at 7,000 in 3 months. That's not a bad start. I think it's pretty good. So I appreciate you guys out there. Okay, you guys be good, and I will see you later. Just if you catch me on a live, just join. If you can't, don't worry about it. I get it, and I'll see you when I see you. Till next time, guys. Stay amazing. You be blessed, and God bless the USA. We'll see you later, guys.